What is up, everybody? It's time for some Sidisi, Wicked Witch of the West Coast. We're going to hit the east side of that LBC on that mission trying to find Mr. Warren G today. So mount up, regulators. What's up, man? Good luck to you, too. Ooh, we'll probably get some Zurgo action. I can get behind that. Now, as far as opening hand goes, we've got Command Tower, Palace, Entomb, Life from the Loam. Yeah, I like this. Splendid Reclamation. Yeah, we're going to keep. We're playing Sidisi. Sidisi, Wicked Witch of the West Coast. So let's get our command zone place all set up for you. But yeah, so whenever CDC enters the battlefield or attacks, put the top 3 cards of your library in your graveyard, and then if you hit a creature card on those mills, put a 2/2 black zombie token. Playing Zurgo. Haste, tax each turn if able. Has indestructible as long as it's your turn, and whenever a creature dealt damage by Zurgo dies, put a +1 counter on Zurgo. So he's going to be coming in hot on us. But as far as opening hand, let's go. We have Entomb, which is nice to get into a specific mana if we need to. Ooh, Grizzly Salvage, yeah. So let's get down the Palace and then pass the turn. Also, on a side note, guys, if you want your very own personal flying army of zombie monkeys, head over to MTGOTraders.com. That's where CDC gets all of her zombies to take control of our opponents. They love it. Our opponent's actually got off to a pretty quick start with Soul Ring, and he just needs a black source. Ooh, get into Wood Sage. Let's go Command Tower. And then we'll probably Grizzly Salvage on our opponent's turn. That way, hopefully, we'll get into some, we'll hit them land off that Grizzly Salvage. If not, then we can start Life from the Loaming right there. But, yeah, the Sidisi. So we've got some fun options in here. This is zombie good stuff. We've got a bunch of, we got Balthor for Mass Reanimation. We also have Dread Return to sack these zombie tokens that we get from Sidisi. Usually Dread Return's coming back on Balthor, but we got it in our hand and we'll make it work. But I'm really excited about Splendid Reclamation, man. Hopefully we get a nice little graveyard built up and then we can pop all those lands back. So let's go and pop this Grizzly Salvage. We're going to go, let's go black and then green. I love casting Grizzly Salvage. It's one of my favorite cards to cast. Okay, so, let's go. We can get into some Bazaar action. Draw, discard. Yeah, I'm okay with that. The rest of those go into the graveyard. So let's go ahead and get down. Well, I want to stay. We'd have to get into Urborg to take advantage of Bazaar. And if he's getting a hasty Zurgo down, I actually kind of want to stay on mana curve to get down Sidisi. So I'm going to go for Forest right now. Life from the Loam on those 3 options. Bring those back, and then if we want to, we can still Entomb on a Urborg to give all of our make all of our mana black. We're still going to have to chunk 2 cards in the graveyard. Let's chunk the Sandbar, and if we're going on the Balthor game plan, which is I feel that's what we're going. Let's go and put Lord of the Undead in there. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do, because we can get into some Splendid next turn. Yeah, I just wanted to get down Sidisi first. Oh, you get down the Nomad Outpost. Okay, so we definitely got to be aware of that. So let's dredge Life from them, see what we get into. We don't necessarily have to get down to Urborg right now. Okay. Oops. So we're going to go to our second, actually click through our first main phase, but we're not swinging in right now. So let's go Bayou. Let's get down Sidisi. That way we can start milling, getting some zombie tokens so we can have some blockers for Zurgo. Let's go black, green, then colorless. We also have Wonder in the deck, so if we get into some Wonder action, get in the graveyard, give our zombies flying. So yeah, we can definitely Entomb for Wonder instead of Urborg, because we're okay on black. Oh, and we hit it, man. I love whenever I talk up a card and we hit it. Feels so good. So we've got zombies with flying. Oh, we just need to get an island down to activate the to get Wonder going. So now that we have CDC out, we'll get on Bazaar and start really dredging into that. Swords to Plowshare. Yeah, okay. We're left with the 2/2 zombie token, but let's get CDC back up so I don't forget. That was an odd choice. Path on the zombie. Oh yeah, we'll grab an island for Wonder. There we go. So now we have Wonder online in the graveyard because we have an island now. That was Well, okay, I guess it does make sense if you're trying to swing in with a hasty Zurgo. That makes a lot of sense. For a second, I was like, why would you? And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, 3 combat swings, you get this thing closed out with Zurgo. So let's go and get my damage, Commander die ready. I just love imagining Zurgo just like swinging that sword, just not a care in the world who's in his way. It doesn't matter if he's hitting his own creatures. I do really dig Nomad Outpost. It really reminds me of like old school Magic the old land cards. Really dig it, man. Put an old border on that. Oh, that would be beautiful. So he does have, yeah, he does have Black Source with Nomad. Yeah, so it looks like we're getting some Zurgo action. Yeah, off Soul Ring. Okay. Now, as far as getting Splendid Reclamation down, we have Temple, Lonely Sandbar. Alright, swinging it for 7. It's going to drop us. We're at 7 commander damage right now. Gets down Talisman. And we'll go and dredge on Dark Blast. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because we can get down Bazaar, cast Sidisi. Now we can't. If we get down Bazaar, we're not going to be able to cast Sidisi. But we can Splendid Reclamation, get a bunch of cards that way. We'll get Temple, Lonely Sandbar. We'll have a lot of mana next turn. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to Bazaar right now. We're going to dredge the Golgari Thug. Good. Hit a couple more, and then we're going to chunk the Drowned Catacomb. And let's chunk the Dark Blast. Actually, no, we're going to chunk Life from the Loam. That way if we want to dredge it. Oh, yeah, and then, well, still do Dark Blast. There we go. And let's cast Splendid Reclamation. We got green, blue. So we're going to bring all our lands back to the battlefield, and we're going to choose off the Cavern of Souls. We're going to choose Zombie. Not that it's going to matter. Actually, we'll do, what, it's a Naga, right? Yeah, Naga. There we go. And we have this Opulent Palace over here. We'll get down the Graph Harvest. Okay. And we'll pass the turn. So, we'll re-rack on how much mana we got. Look at all that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12 mana with the Graph Harvest. So, we can cast the DC, get into one more zombie token, because we are at 7 commander damage. We just need to get into some herb board. We're okay on black mana. Okay, so now we're going to be at 14 mana. 14 commander damage. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what we got going on. Okay. And we'll wait right now on dredging. So let's get on CDC. Want to make sure we hit that zombie token. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's choose black off that bad boy. Take advantage of that. And we'll go and tap the Lonely Sandbar. Hopefully okay, we missed on that one. Let's activate Bazaar. And we'll hit Dark Blast. Alright, we hit a zombie trigger, and then we'll go and do Life from the Loam. So chunk the Life from the Loam and Golgari Thug and Forgotten Creation. Okay, so we're gonna get a 2/2 zombie, which we can block right there. That's Flying and Menace. Let's see how much mana we've got. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 mana. We can get down Balthor and Wood Sage. So let's crack this wooded Windswept Heath. Let's grab, okay, I'm blue. We'll grab an Overgrown Tomb, shock that in. Let's get down Wood Sage. Actually, let's get down Balthor first. So let's go black, black. That way we have a few options to block on Zurgo, because we're going to need to stop that. He'll have just enough commander damage. Okay. So now we have a couple blockers, and as far as activating Balthor, as far as we have 2 zombie lords. We have Lord of the Undead and Undead War Chief. We have actually 3 zombie lords, Zombie Master, and we have an Entomb that we can throw a black creature into the graveyard. We have Diregraph Colossus, Golgari Thug. Our opponent only has 2 cards in hand, so if we can get by this and block. Let's see what he's getting out, though. Hopefully we'll be able to survive the 2 cards. Destroy target creature. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Let's get Sidisi back up. Ooh, is this a target player sacks a creature? Okay, so we'll go ahead and sack the... Does it have first? No, it doesn't have first strike. We'll sack the Wood Sage. And does that have flashback? No, it doesn't. That's the other one. Okay, now he's in top deck mode, so we can at least block with the zombie token and still activate Balthor next turn. We have an Entomb to get a black creature to put on the graveyard. And he doesn't have trample, right? No trample. Okay. So we're going to block with the zombie token. Look at that zombie token standing strong. Way to take one for the team there, zombie token. And yeah, we'll go and dredge right now. Let's dredge. Well, we can dredge a Golgari Thug, which will be 4, or we can have it come back onto the battlefield. Let's go for, because we can get into some. We can Entomb for Fleshbag to sack it, but it'll still have haste, so we can recast it. Let's go for the 4. Maybe we'll miss. We'll be 1 creature short, but we'll go for it. I like the 4. Ooh, look at that! Look at that Crater Hoof in there. Crater Hoof's calling to us. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, let's go on Entomb right now. Because Balthor is only black creatures, so... Now, we can get into some Shepherd of Rot, but he's ahead on life total. Vengeful Pharaohs, I mean, we can keep destroying him, but yeah... Actually, I like Grave Titan coming out and getting those extra zombie tokens. So we're going to put Grave Titan into the graveyard. And then we can still swing in for 2. So we're looking at, how much does Sidisi cost? Let's see. It's going to cost 8. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Balthor costs 3, so we got black, black, black. Let's get down some Sidisi. That way maybe we can get extra meal. Add black off the Cavern of Souls. 2 from... Yeah, we'll have just enough to do that. And activate Bazaar. Okay, yeah, I like that. So we're getting down Sidisi. And then we can Bazaar of Baghdad. So we'll chunk Dark Blast. We'll go and Dredge Life from the Loam. Oh yeah, then we can get into some Crypt Breaker action. Okay, we're gonna chunk. Let's go Dark Blast, Golgari Thug, and Life from the Loam. Get an extra zombie token. And then get down Mana Crypt. And we'll swing in for 2. We're not above getting in the quick 2. He's only got 1 card in hand. It has Menace and Flying. Look at that Balthor just taking off like a flying little zombie monkey. Coming in for 2. And we can activate Balthor on our opponent's turn, so we'll go and do that. See what he gets into, because he's going to have to attack. Okay, so he's swinging in. Let's activate Balthor. So we get black, black, and black. Yeah, we came in just enough mana on that one. Oh man, that feels good. Yes, yes, yes. We'll put 2 zombie tokens onto the battlefield. Oh man, it always feels so good activating Balthor. So we're going to Diregraph. Indestructible. Yeah, we'll just go and Diregraph because that's a 15-14. Zurgo's going to hit its sword, just going to bounce off the shin right there. And then all of our zombies have flying from Wonder in the graveyard, right here. Now, if he has a board wipe, he's going to be able to close it out, possibly. But then we also have Graph Harvest that's giving all of our zombies Menace. He's kind of tapping for a lot, so let's see what... Little nervous right now. What do you got going on, man? Retro. Come on now. What deals X damage to each creature without flying and to each player. Okay, so now our Diagraph is actually going to die because we blocked right there to stop the combat damage. We can start tapping with Crypt Breaker to start drawing some cards. We can start doing that in response. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Look at that Earthquake ripping it off the top, man. Good for our opponent, man. Always like some fun. We're not going to judge right now because I want to get into something. Tolaria West is kind of not what we wanted. Oops. Let's do Crypt Breaker again. 1, 2, 3. I love doing something busted in Commander, and then our opponent follows up with something else busted. So, and then we'll still go and tap 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Now we can dredge, but we may not hit enough zombies, so get into Urborg. Okay, so, but with him casting Earthquake, we do have Diagraph out, so he's going to lose a bit from the Diagraph, but there's nothing else that we can really do. Click OK. Look at all that. Our opponent scoops. I don't know. I'm not sure why he scoops. So even with the Diagraph, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's gonna lose 8, 9. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't. Not sure why he just scooped. But we had a Balthor activation, and maybe he just didn't want to slug through the endless zombie tokens. Because yeah, that's probably what it was. We would have been able to recast Sidisi and just had a bunch of zombie tokens dredging up. That's probably why he scooped. But yeah, this is pretty good little graveyard action right there. It's always fun popping a Balthor. So, alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks guys.